Welcome to this Blackpool Music School video all about the ukulele. In this video I am using my Golf Charlie Echo Alpha tenor ukulele, but soprano and concert is fine, even A, D, F sharp B is fine. When I call out these chord names, these techniques will work on that tuning, but it'll just have a different chord name. To get the most from this video, you'll have need to have seen the previous 5 in the series. So in this video we're going to cover another chord moved up the neck. So let's get started. We are going to be barring at the 3rd fret and our little finger at the 6th. Like that. So this here is at the 3rd, the G, C and the E, the Golf, Charlie and the Echo. That is at the 3rd. This little finger here is at the 6th. That chord there is a D sharp major or an E flat major. Let me explain why. This note here is D, that note there is E echo. So if you move backwards, that will be echo flat. If you move up, it's D sharp. So we're barring at the 3rd, little finger at the 6th. So that chord there is D sharp major and E flat major. If you were to bar all the way across, keeping this finger here for the 3rd, so Golf is at the 3rd, the Charlie Echo Alpha is at the 6th, that there is D sharp minor or E flat minor. So that chord shape there, 3rd, 6, 6, 6, is D flat minor or E flat minor. Okay, so we'll go through that again. Bar at the 3rd, that finger there at the 6th. That there is D sharp major or E flat major. If you bar all the way across on the Charlie, the Echo and the Alpha, keep this finger at the 3rd, that is now D sharp minor and E flat minor. Now we move on to this chord here. So it's 3rd, 3rd, 6th, 6th. 3rd, 3rd, 6th, 6th. Charlie, Golf at the 3rd, Echo Alpha at the 6th. That there will work for D sharp major, E flat major, D sharp minor and E flat minor. So that one shape there will work for 4 chords. Now I'm not saying it won't work as well as the chord you should be playing, but if there's one chord stopping you playing a song, this is an idea. So that there is the 3rd fret, the bar. We are then barring at the 6th fret on the Echo and the Alpha strings like that. And that one shape there will work for D sharp major, E flat major, D sharp minor and E flat minor. So that one shape will work for 4 chords, like I said in the previous videos. I am not saying it won't work as well as the correct chord, but if there's one chord stopping you playing a song, this may be the solution. So like I said, in this case, we get our name from the note we're playing on the A string. And because that note there is a D sharp or an E flat, that chord there, barring at the 5th and the 3rd, the 3rd and the 6th and the 6th, that note there will work for D sharp major, E flat major, D sharp minor, E flat minor. That will work because we get the name here. That note there at the 6th fret is a D sharp or an E flat note. So you can see how this shape here all of a sudden becomes very useful, because if there's one chord in a song that you can't play, so you don't play it, this could be the solution, especially as you move on with your playing and start playing more songs with more chords in. Some songs have 3, some have 4, but as you progress, you're playing chords with a lot more chords in them. So again, we're barring at the 3rd. So the G and the C are at the 3rd. The E and the A are at the 6th. That chord there will work for D sharp major, E flat major, D sharp minor and E flat minor. that chord shape. Like I said, it won't work as well as the correct chord, but if there's just one chord in a song you can't play, that may be a solution. Well, I do hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to Blackpool Music School. The more thumbs up we get, and the more subscribers we get, the more videos we will post. So until next time, take care, keep practicing, keep playing, and as always, goodbye.